Hello everyone, my name is Rebecca and welcome back to my Pixel Quest. Of course, welcome back to our blind playthrough of Blueprints. What is it today? Day 96. It's getting so close to day 100. Crazy. I don't know, that it means anything apart from the fact that it's a celebratory number. I doubt it means anything in the game per se, because it's, I don't know that there's any other particular dates, like in-game dates, that I'm even necessarily thinking matter. Christmas was an easy one to think of, and Simon's birthday, of course, but yeah, beyond that, I don't know if I have any other ideas. So unlike yesterday, when I was starting with all the gems in the world, today I'm starting with my regular 2. Yesterday was a hard day. I mean, we did achieve some things for absolute sure. We furthered the treasure trove note. I got the blue memo in the mail room, etc. We set up some things for today, including... Oh, interesting. I'm starting the day... Excuse me. It made me laugh so much I nearly died. I'm starting the day with watering can. Hello. This is a first. Nice. So it would have, emerald bracelet would have been great. But coupon book and watering can, thank you. Welcome to the day 96 Blueprints family. And also brass compass and 2 gems. Now... I got a mailbox with 2 gems in it yesterday as well, and I really did not need those 2 gems today. These are necessary gems. So I'm also starting today with 4 keys. Now I know that 2 of those keys came from Clock Tower. I don't know what gave me the other 2 keys, to be honest. What else is a key? A tomorrow room. It's like I got Clock Tower times 2. Mail room gave me the mail, as expected. Coat check is coat check. Planetarium only gives you stars if you call it a day there, which I haven't even done yet, because I'm totally... It's just so freaking useful to end the day in break room. Ridiculously useful. I genuinely don't... It's as if I have double Clock Tower. I don't know. Maybe it's something to do. This is the first time I'm considering this. Maybe it's something to do with the fact that I ended with a particular kind of... like the garden castle of tomorrow. Maybe these end rooms have some sort of implication for the next day. I've literally never considered this. I have had mysteries occasionally where I've started with something and not necessarily had an explanation for it. But sometimes I just think, oh, I'm just missing something. It's just a room I forgot about the next day. It's an interesting thing to consider. I genuinely don't know. Okay. Anyway, my goals today are the same as my goals yesterday. I'm just going to keep trying at them. So obviously going for blue memos, of which... freezer and kennel are the main ones. Obviously freezer is a very difficult one if I don't get furnace or sauna along the way. I really want kennel. I really want to see what the kennel has for me. So I'd really like to make that happen. And of course I'd still really like to try and get shrine in the outer room. And I'd like to try my castling plans again. I was just shy of making it yesterday. I just couldn't get either of the 2 queen rooms. What is it about the queen rooms? Why are they so elusive? Anyway, so let's see how we go today. Let's go for it. Hallway is a great way to start here. I'm also considering, am I going to use the banner of the king again? It worked really well 2 days ago using blue. That totally helped me out of a massive jam on the cursed day. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. Maybe blue, like maybe blue could make study more likely is a consideration. But the thing is, it's going to make, like when I did that, let's just review. Look how freaking blue this day is. It's almost an entirely blue mansion. So it's almost like it did indeed give me study. It gave me freezer. It gave me a lot of great rooms. Blue rooms are great. But my God. My God. And I didn't get treasure trove. That's the thing. I don't even remember it coming up as an option. So I'm cautious of doing it. Like, I'd like to maybe try to make study more, you can definitely see, like, that there are missing rooms here on this map, right? And I'm willing to bet I can't remember. I can go back and check in the footage, but I'm willing to bet it's probably, break room and something else there. It could even be break room and great hall. There are definitely rooms that are missing from this map. So it's interesting. It makes it difficult. It makes it difficult to go back and just double check things. Yeah, anyway. So let's see how we go. The other thing I missed out on doing yesterday was getting a single terminal. I didn't get a terminal room yesterday, so I wasn't able to check staff announcements. I wasn't even able to set up experiments or anything like that. So let's see how we go. Let's try drafting from here before we block ourselves in anywhere. Well, laboratory. This would be good just to increase our resources, but yeah, I missed out on the terminal yesterday, and I'm really keen to see if Anne Babbage is going to tell me where the key for the archives file cabinet is. So I reckon let's do lab, and then we can get the full use of some kind of experiment. So let's do this first. Maybe. Let's see what we get. Okay, so we can increase our stars again. Are aquariums any particular use to me? Not really. Not that they may be, but I can't think of a special reason why I would want aquariums. I'm curious to remove the next two crates from the tunnel, but I think I have to go for this one. So let's just go upgraded floor plan and 1 star. It's worked well for us many times in the past. I was thinking, actually, can I re-customize my packets to add something else in, since I don't need the crate thing anymore? I mean, I've just run an experiment, so I don't know. Maybe it will ruin... Maybe this will just apply to the next day. Huh. Yeah, okay. So let's... I think more or less picking what I have is good. I like having that one as an option, just in case I really want the control. I don't think I've ever used this one, so I'll leave this one for the time being. I always end up going, it's not enough. I don't like this one because I do not rush. The fireplace could be interesting. That's quite limited. Immediately I like having in the mix. I think apple is good, especially if we have classroom days. Definitely security door. This is one of my tops. This is getting less and less useful as I'm able to remove gem costs. Even though I don't think I've ever used this one, there's something I like about having it in the mix, because if I were to draft archives, I could theoretically have a huge amount of these. It's sort of appealing. This is quite limited. It's only the next 3 times. Hallway from hallway. To be honest, I've been doing it a little bit more often lately, but I don't really try to do it. And trash while digging is one of the goats. Absolutely, that's so good. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There's just one more. Maybe instead of terminal, I'll do fireplace room. I'm kind of curious to try this one. Okay. So, experimental effects. This is still a good one. I do still like the small chest. Gain 1 star, absolutely so good. This is the one I wanted to add in, actually. I've never tried it, but actually, maybe, I've always thought it would probably just give you regular dig spots, but maybe actually there's something interesting that's buried specifically in that place. Maybe you need this to get something that's interesting. And it would be useful anyway. So I think I'll try that. I do still like having the aquarium option. I'm through with the letters, I'm pretty sure. Lockpicking skill 100% we still want. Maybe it would be... Yeah, permanently add to allowance for sure. So that gives me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So just one more from this. I'm thinking of unsealing one of the doors in the antechamber. I to be honest, I've usually been pretty good at this, with all of the various ways that we have to do it. So I haven't worried too much about it. But it could be something interesting. Otherwise, what am I thinking? I don't need the gold. I don't like setting anything to like 40 might take me down, I don't really love that. I don't like losing 10 steps, and I don't need the gold. I'm kind of tantalized by stock your pantry with fruit, to be honest. I like the sound of that one. This one sounds great. I love the idea of gain 1 random item, but I hate the idea of set your keys to 0. That is, no. Lose half your steps and gain 4 ivory dye. It might have helped me yesterday, but that's about it. That's too harsh. That's too harsh. Set your dice to 2. Again, it could be useful or it could be terrible. So I think I might try this. Cool. Now, I don't know if that's taken away. No, okay, we still have this experiment, so that's fine. So today might be a good day for stars. Let's... There goes my throat again. Let's see if Anne has any news for us about an archives key. Yes. Hey, oh, that's extra useful. There's actually 2 file cabinet keys I hid for the Baron, but I think the one you're talking about, whoa, is buried by the grill in the patio. I've been in there so many times. I would have been in there so many times with the shovel as well. I'd have to double check the aquarium to be certain. So is that what... Hang on, but that doesn't make sense. I was thinking, is that... Because there is the little grill in... I assume by grill, that's like the American word for a barbecue, right? In Australia, we say barbecue. There is a little barbecue in the aquarium, and we have the note, the blue memo in the aquarium that says that there is a red herring... that there's a red herring in that tank, and there is the barbecue. Could that be what it's referring to? But then if it's a red herring, like, I suppose I'm stuck on the fact that a red herring is meant to be like something that seems like a clue but actually isn't. Like it throws you in the wrong direction. I'd have to double check the aquarium to be certain. Like, I've looked carefully at everything in there. I don't know what looking... Maybe the one thing I haven't tried yet is completely, like I've said I wanted to try doing this, is completely emptying the aquarium. Okay, either way, we know one thing, and that is that we have to take a shovel to the patio. So good. But the other great thing about this message is that it tells us explicitly that there are 2 file cabinet keys. Well, hang on. What she says is there's 2 file cabinet keys I hid for the Baron. She doesn't explicitly say 2 archive file cabinet keys. It could be implicit because that's what Kimberly has asked. But I suppose what I was hoping is that I would be able to take from this there are in total 2 file cabinet keys for the archives And that would mean I've already found one and I know where the other one is, so I know there's no more. But I suppose it might mean that, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Anyway, thank you so much, Anne. That is so useful. Now, I'm hoping I'm going to have shovel in commissary today because 2 days ago I would have put a special order in for it. However, I didn't manage to get a terminal yesterday at all, so we'll see how that works. Shall we do just our standard security to make... I had mentioned an idea, and I guess I should still try this, but I had mentioned an idea sort of recently that I wondered if doing experiments and then, you know, using shelter to check the radiation, maybe that could be the thing that opens up the blue door, you know, underground. However, I'm pretty sure that the phrasing in shelter, it only says that it opens up doors in the house. And I tend to think that in this game they're very careful about when they say house and when they say estate and when they say grounds, right? So if it says house, that sort of made me think like, maybe there's not much chance of that actually being the thing. So I'm going to do security. It's something I know has a good chance of being useful to us. Great. We have a trunk in the hallway. That's right. So we'll change our keycard settings to high. And I just do this anyway, just in case. Let's say I were to lose the keycard or something like that. That could be useful. Okay. Now there's no trunk here, but let's just make sure because I don't have the metal detector today. So I have to look, even more carefully myself to see if there's any items anywhere. There ain't. Okay. Not bad. I'm still really looking for redraw die, and I'm very much hoping I can get study today somehow. Den is perfect here. Yeah, Den is perfect here. Yep, totally perfect. We get our gem back. No trunk. God, I would really love to have a go at the treasure map again. It's been, I was getting treasure map like really reliably for a while. Yeah, and it's kind of a little bit disappeared on me the last couple of days. Oh, 3 really good rooms. 3 really good rooms, actually. I haven't even picked Banner of the King yet. If I put this here, I'm hoping that I can get to the corner from entrance hall, but I can't be sure. If I use one of these, I can be sure. But, treasure trove. But then again, I could just do what I did before. I could pick something else. I might pick something else and just use my Banner of the King to choose black. And then I think we can be quite sure. Treasure trove is already a common room. I think I can be confident that I'll see it today. All right, so let's do this. We'll do Black Prince again. Fantastic. I'm sure that you like that, Banner of the King. We can go items. Not that I can see. So we can go straight for the corner now. Oh, there we go. Oh, interesting. We can go the other way around the corner. I don't know if I've ever done this. I can go into entrance hall. I don't know if I've ever done this. From this direction. I think I've been into entrance hall from the north, but yeah, not from this direction. It uses a gem, but treasure trove. It's treasure trove. We love treasure trove. Ooh, okay. Cool. So this one, here we have another moon box. Now, we have been told that the next 4 boxes marked with a moon contain false statements, and this is only the second one to come up since then. So, this one is number 25. My God. It's a white moon box. I guess I'm gonna go ahead and use a key. We have the master key waiting for us in code check is the thing. All right, there are 3 memos with false statements in the clock tower. Oh, I already know about the clock tower, so that's fine. But I can reverse engineer this to establish whether this is true or false, though. I can do that. All right, interesting. But what do I think already about whether this is false or not? Apparently, it is false because that's what the moon thing has told us. So let me write this down. There are 3 memos. The great thing about this one is I can verify it for sure with false statements. I can almost remember them off by heart, honestly, in the clock tower. On the face of it, I think that this is a lie because it's 2 of our next 4 moon boxes. It is also... So we also have something telling us recently, though this was a lie, the next 3 green memos you find in this room will all be a lie. Since then, 1 green... and this is our 2nd green. So it could still be a lie. It's just that that one, yeah, that particular message saying the next 3 green memos you will find in this room will all be true is definitely a lie. So yeah, it just means this one is just definitely not true. The moon thing is telling us it's a lie. Now if I have photos of all of these clock tower things. Actually, I don't even need to go to my photos. I have like a whole half a page in my notes that was dedicated to the clock tower puzzle. So let me go back to it. It's not super clear from my notes here, but I think what I've written here is that yeah, so I think there are 2 red notes. You know what, I'm going to have to check my photos because my notes are not clear enough about what the colour of the notes was. I think what I have in my notes is that there were 3 red notes, but one of the red notes was handwritten, meaning it was actually true. So I think in a sense, yes, there were actually 2 false notes in the clock tower. But let me just double check because I definitely have photos of all of them. Here we go. So blue, there's a regular red, false, blue, regular red, false, blue, and then a true red. Yeah, so this is definitely a lie, as suspected, but I think I can 100% confirm that. Great. Well, all of this is going to help with the future memos. Once again, I'm very interested in the possibility of getting Chamber of Mirrors today to try and get myself multiple treasure troves. All right, let's draft from here and see what we can get. Cool. Well, if I were to put workshop here, I can go straight back into entrance hall. I quite like that. Yeah, let's do it. We get a tool. Oh, great. We get the shovel. So even if it's in commissary, yes. Okay. Oh, I just need to get patio somewhere. Well, I can keep going up from conference room. I don't have redraws yet, so I don't want to do the outer room. However, that didn't work out for me very well yesterday. Oh man, let's hope and pray to the gods of D&D, you know, to the gods of die, to the gods of whatever, to the gods of Disco Elysium, you know. If you get that reference, yes. Observatory could definitely be really good, but then again, East Wing Hall, it's a really good... It's actually better to go, because Den will also already get us into the spot to the west. East Wing Hall will get us to the north. Yeah. Yep, let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, from this angle it looks like the statue is not there. Okay, well, spare green room gets us up. The gems, obviously, from Parlour could be really, really useful. I will get a gem from spare green room anyway, though. Because I got the watering can. Fabulous. Oh, alright. This is good. This is good. Anything that gets me closer to Jackhammer could mean redraws. Could mean redraws. But I don't know how much I'm going to try drafting today before I just go and have a go at the outer room. Dining room. I'm just trying to open up more possibilities. Okay, well, this is the 5th rank, so we can get our lunch. Our staff prepared. Every day somebody prepares me this. It's so nice. Ah, key, great. Great, great, great. Yeah, there you are. I guess I'll keep trying. Should I try a non-locked door? Let's try a non... No, they're all locked. Okay, it could be... Oh, it could be a day where I really need cloakroom. I suppose let's try this. Okay. So actually any of these could be good. Laundry room could be good so that I can give myself, if I need a big amount of gems or keys, or even just more than I have, this could set me up well for that. It's a really powerful room for, for those kinds of situations. When money is no issue. When money is, like plentiful. When you're starting your day with a mountain of money, laundry room can give you a mountain of other things. So I quite like that. I quite like that. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it because it's just kind of like, it's reassurance, This was the accidental file cabinet key that I came across. Really cool. Really cool. I'm a little bit reluctant to use a key with only 3, it's generally a very good idea to take keys up to foundation, where things can be very locky. Oh, okay. Well, look, I know I need these gems, and this is gems and keys, but this is a gem and redraw die, and I got nothing. I got nothing so far, so boudoir. Boudoir. After yesterday, I've been really burned on this, so I need... Like, if I have a day where I'm burned on keys and locked doors, then keys become very important to me the next day, whether they're useful or not. Alright, so here's where it starts becoming a consideration. If I am going to try for the chest thing again today, which I most certainly want to, then Nook could be one of my rook positions. It could be fine to put it here, but it would just mean if I put this rook here, then I would need to try and get a king, ideally, if I want to try this particular method, then I would need to try and get a king, in either the east wing spot or one spot, in the west wing spot or one spot east of that. So in sort of A column or B column, basically. So this could actually be like a good position for Nook, really. And we still have other rooks to try. And this, I'm now curious to have a look at the grill after seeing what Anne said. However, it would just take us to the spot where we have dining room anyway. So I think I'm going to go Nook, and, the keys are super useful. let's try this. Let's try this. Okay. Kitchen obviously could be really good. Parlor will take me down. Maybe that's okay. And we'll get the, you know, we'll get the extra gems. 64 steps. I think let's go parlor at this stage because I do really need to, yeah, I do really need to improve. I need to improve my gem count. All right, let's do it. Anything else? Cool. All right, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. I'm sort of not too, I actually feel all right about the 3 statement boxes. Okay, so we'll do the usual thing. We'll begin with an assumption that this is all true. Only one of this box's statements is true. Okay, immediately it cannot be the all true. It cannot be the all true box. It could be an all false box or a true false false box. Those are the only 2 possibilities. So that's cool. That narrows it down. The blue box contains the gem, so we'll imagine true false false for now. If it's true false false, no, actually, it could be false true true. Yeah, because if the first statement is falsified, it could actually mean 2 of this box statements are true. So it actually could be true true false as well. Anyway, let's try with true false false. The blue box contains the gems. Let's say it doesn't. The white box is empty. Let's say that the white box in this scenario has the gems. Now, if that one is true false false, one of these needs to be all true and one needs to be all false. So only one of blue box's statements is true. That's okay. So that scenario then, if that statement is, hang on, only one of blue box's statements is true, it's impossible for this to be true in this scenario. So the only way to continue to make this work is if this is an all false box. Because hopefully then all of blue box is true and this one is all false. The black box is empty. If that has to be false, then this doesn't work. Yeah, okay. So this box cannot be true, false, false. It doesn't work. All right, let's go back to this one then. Could this be false, true, true? Let's just try this one. False, true, true. So only one of these boxes statements is true. That's false because 2 of them are true. The blue box contains the gems. So in this case, we know that the blue box has the gems in it. The white box is empty. Yep. Cool, works out. Now, again, one of these needs to be all true and one needs to be all false. Only one of blue box's statements is true. So this is the same kind of thing. It cannot be true because we need them to be all or nothing. So this again has to be, in this scenario, false, which means all of them have to be false. So same deal. The black box is empty. All right, so that actually already stops this scenario from working because the blue box is meant to have the gems. So I think this one has to be all false. I think this has to be the all false box. So it's true, it is indeed false that only one of this box's statements is true because none of them are true. The blue box does not contain the gems, and in fact, the white box, we're going back to, the white box contains the gems. This one now could be all true or could be a mix. Where do I want to start? Same with the blue one. Let's take a look at this. So we know from the black box that this has to have the gems. This one says the blue box is empty. So let's say that bottom one at least is false. The black box contains the gems. We're currently imagining that that is false. Only one of white box's statements is true. That, I'm a bit weirded out because that can't be true because we need to have one all true box. And this one in this scenario is all false. And currently this one is also looking all false. Right? The blue box. No, I've read that the wrong way. Sorry. No, the white box is the one that contains the gems. So actually, the blue box is empty is true. Yeah, I was starting to think I've definitely made a mistake here because it wasn't coming out right. The black box contains the gems is false. Only one of white box statements is true. This still has to be false because we need an all true box. But so far, so good. This one is false, false, true. This one is false, false, false. If this one can be all true, then we're good. Only one of blue box's statements is true. That is true so far. The black box is empty. That is true so far. The gems are in a box with a true statement. True. So I think this is our all true box, and I think this is where the gems are. Please. Oh, great. Because I think, you know, on our curse day recently, I failed 2 of these. And yesterday I actually ignored a parlor puzzle. So I think that they'd all count as losses. Okay. That, you know, break room obviously could be useful for many things, including secret garden key. However, it would dead end the spot. I really don't need vault, and I don't want to spend 3 gems on it. And vault, if this current rook position doesn't work out, I need vault probably somewhere else. And the center is no good. The center is no good. Okay, so either of these two. This could be fine. It just means I'm dependent on hallway to be in the sort of the west. But there's 2 exits from hallway, so that could be fine. Yeah, what do I need this for? Yeah, I don't know. I think let's go break room. Let's go break room. So we get an yeah. We've already had 5 star increases, which is great. We're over 50 again. So that's also really good because it will trigger the inkwell if we get observatory. So that is excellent. That could save my day today. That could save my day. God, inkwell is so good. Especially if you use it, if you're able to use it deftly and conservatively so that it's not, you know, the way I used it the first time I got it was I just ran my stars down to the ground trying to, you know, redraw and redraw. If you use it just a little bit where you need it, and then you can build up your stars again quite easily through other means. Okay, so purple is what's being affected, and we are squaring. So we're starting with 19 minus 9, 10, and then 10 divided by 5, and then 2 squared for 4, and then minus 1, 3. 3, 3, 3, 3. So we're starting with minus 0.3, and then you know, minus a third of 4, Oh, hang on. No, I forgot that I'm rounding for the yellow. Sorry. So, starting with... Oh, sorry. I've made so many mistakes already. 2 divided by 3, 0.6, and so we round up to 1. Okay. From 1, we're then... what is it? 4 divided by 3 is... Okay, so 1 minus 1.33333 gets us minus 0.3. We then rounding to minus 1. And then from minus 1, we're again subtracting 0.66666, which gets us minus 1.6, which we round to minus 2, and then plus 10, so 8, I hope. Okay. So I clearly did something wrong there. What was this one? This one was 3, I think. Or what if it's just 7? There we go. So it was like, I figured at least, like, even if I've made a mistake, I could understand the kind of mistake I probably made there. So, cool. All right, so we've got a good amount of keys. Gems are okay. Their gems are okay. And we have an exceptional amount of money, and I do have laundry room here. So that's nice. Maybe... since I'm here and we've got a good amount of keys now, maybe let's try drafting from here. Oh, this is not great because these are effectively 2 dead ends. I would be relying on foundation, yeah, for most of the upper half of the house. Oh, it's not the best place for passageway, and it really only gets me to, 2 spots. However, 2 spots is 2 spots. But it uses 2 gems. Yeah, it uses 2 gems. So I might go commissary and just get what we can from commissary. Okay, magnifying glass, sledgehammer, super good. Sleeping mask and running shoes. So a lot of things that'll help with steps today. That's really great. Okay, I wonder when we're going to get to play Dirigi blocks. And I was thinking about it, like I wonder how it's going to work, because like, will you come to the arcade machine in commissary to play it? That would be the obvious thing to think, right? However, it does say in the shop console edition, so I did wonder if maybe you have to draft a bunk room to play it. That could be the thing, right? And because they have their cute little console in there. Okay, I need battery pack. Battery pack would be so good. And then I'd have my jackhammer. Yeah. All right, so let's go through here. Let's try drafting from hallway. Let me just double check if I've missed anything. Log in. How's your day going? Remote terminal. Security. It's a lot of effort to go through. Okay, all right. I just wanted to establish had I missed anything. It's really nice to get that confirmed. Okay, so now we can, without using any keys, we can open this. It'd be so good if it had like, yeah, no. All right, that's all useful. The gem is great. The gem is great. All right, maybe let's try from here first. Well, I do have the black print thing. However, The most useful place for me to get throne room or office would be on rank 4 in one of those 2 spaces. So I'll withhold that for now. Only gymnasium will let me go forward. So, you know, without wasting a redraw, let's do that. Okay, but let's do here first. The thing is, again, I want to try, because if I don't get study, I really need to try and get Ladyship's Chamber. So I don't want to do much, if any, you know, drafting here. But maybe we'll just go this corner spot and see what we can get. Okay. Could locksmith be useful? Parlor could definitely be useful. Locksmith obviously could, you know, we could buy the... I'm thinking about special keys in particular. We might get the secret garden key, honestly. I think I'm going to do locksmith. It's a good little spot for a dead-end room. Yeah, so we'll get lockpick kit for absolute sure. And all of this is, we're getting a discount on it anyway. Let's see what special key we get. Could a prism key be useful to me? The problem is what I'd really like to use it for. Yeah. Okay, silver key is good. Silver key is good. I'm happy with that. We might as well buy that as well. Whatever. Why hold back? I don't... It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. I'm sure that that's plenty and we have it here. Yeah. In fact, I could actually go nuts with keys and swap them. You know what? That's an idea. I could then swap the keys with gems in laundry room. And then I would still have a lot of money for buying things in, you know, showroom and kitchen and whatnot, right? That's an idea. This is all just gems I'm buying here, essentially. How many of these can I buy? I wish I could do this with dye. I know that dye are involved in one of the, you know, the powered up laundry spaces, but it's honestly very hard to engineer that. Yeah, and plus, how does it work? I've actually got it written down. I think there's something that's a bit odd about the way it works. Yeah, you have to. Yeah, that's right. It's not just you have to exchange your dye with keys, which is just a bit strange. It would be great today. I would pay so much money to have that power. But, you know, yeah, I don't often get the opportunity to power up the laundry room, really. Maybe that's a thing to keep in mind, actually, in future, is try to get one of my power rooms and get laundry room from it so that I can do this switch. And if now with all of the money I have, I can quite easily buy loads and loads of keys here. Yeah. So that's actually pretty good. Let's do one more. Whatever. So we've still got about $100. We still have these shops here if I need them. Although it's a little bit of a walk. I can just go straight up, can't I? Although it's a little bit of a walk, we have running shoes. Yeah, let's do it. Yep, we can go all the way through. Great. Yeah. By the way, do I have anything else I can turn into a useful contraption? Nothing that jumps out at me. Yeah, because I think I can manage with 6 keys and the lockpick kit and the silver key, you know? I think all of that can work out well. This will be useful. This will solve my gem problem in the immediate. All of your keys with all of your gems. Let's do it. I've still got a good amount of money. Oh, excellent. I think that's a good balance. I think that's a good balance. Laundry room is so good. The more that you learn to use it well. Yeah. I know that the other thing I can do with the powered up laundry, like washing machine, is exchange steps for gems, which, you know, is not my favorite. And also exchange permanently allowance for stars. I can see how that could be really, really useful. However, allowance is very, very useful for me, and stars are very, very, very useful for me. So, you know, like I don't really want to do that. Actually, although I'm using up a lot of steps, I was just thinking, should I do this extra draft from gymnasium? No, I think I've got 2 redraw die. I could take a chance on shrine. But the thing is, if I'm going for shrine, then it doesn't matter to have it, you know, specifically if I'm hoping that I get Blessing of the Monk, it doesn't matter to have it for the day anyway. So let's just see how we go. All right, yeah, we'll go up to Foundation. Great, great, great. I don't think I will go and open up the North Lever because I'm feeling quite confident with the Banner of the King that I'm going to be able to draft Throne Room, honestly. And I don't, you know, I know the gem is there if I get stuck, but I don't think I really need it in this position. Whoa, I can't do it. I can't do it to this little boy. I'm sure he'll be fine. I'm sure he'll just get a little bit pushed to the side, but I don't want to even entertain crushing him. Hooray! And we have, hopefully, the possibility of dining room. Now the only, you know, aside from classrooms and garage, which, you know, has very particular needs, the blue memo rooms that I need are kennel and freezer in particular. I'd really like to get kennel. I want to see what the doggies have to say. Maybe it's something about the dogs. Not that the dogs are probably not the ones writing the blue memo, but maybe they are. Maybe they are. Maybe that's what the reveal in Kennel is. All of the blue memos are written by the dogs. The dogs are actually the masters, the real puzzle master. That would be amazing. Let's try drafting down here, because again, if I could even get Observatory, we'd be in a really good spot for redrawing. So maybe let's do kitchen, because that'll put us in a better position stepwise. Great. Hey, kitty. Yeah, and we've got salmon, which will work with the aquarium. So I would actually really, really like to do aquarium today. Slightly cheaper bananas. It makes me happy. I love to get the cheaper bananas. I especially love the free bananas. But we're not there today, so that's fine. Alright, we can refill the watering can in the hopes that we get some more green rooms. Let's see what we can get here. Throne room. I'm trying not to draft you. I'm also... I think Secret Passage could be a really strong way for me to try and get Ladyship's Chamber. And it's not going to help me get Study or Observatory. So I don't think either of these are the thing I want to put here. So we might as well just do another break room. The thing is, it really is a crappy... Given the shape of the room I have and the access I need, this makes getting around the house really difficult. It would actually be really good to put this here to be able to go south. But then I would only have the possibility of office in one of those other 2 spaces. However, I do, yeah, assuming I can get observatory, I will have the redraw ability to try for that. So let's, it's a risk, but everything is a risk. It's a risk. We get the antechamber ready, partially ready. Thank you, throne room. One day I will understand all of your secrets. Let's try for here. And it would be really good to get east and west. I do have a silver key if this is locked. Hang on. Is this really a good silver? Yeah, this is a great silver key place. Silver key. Thank you, Lockpick Kit. I know you were offering yourself there. Okay. I do have lots of gems, so actually cloister could be the very best thing to go here. Or passageway. Is there a reason I would choose cloister over passageway? Cloister will have dig spots, but without the jackhammer, without the battery pack. There's something just aesthetically I love about having cloister like in the middle of the mansion like this. Passageway is just cheaper though. Dig spots. You know what? I'm just gonna go cloister. I'm just gonna go cloister. We get the gem from the watering can as well, so that's great. Yeah, so I might leave these because we could find the battery pack somewhere, and if so, that would make all of these more useful for redraws. Okay. Alright, great. So let's... I don't know if I'm going to be able to go through antechamber. If not, then the space south of antechamber is the only other way I have to get to all of those spaces on the east side. So it would be really good to have a way up from here. That's the hope. This one is a bit more fine to waste, so let's do this one first. Okay, it's not a good spot for foyer. Clock tower is one of my other rook possibilities. And this is a spot that just doesn't work for that. So none of these are good. Except for the fact that clock tower gets us some keys tomorrow. None of these are good. I mean, yeah, except for the benefit of hallway doors always being unlocked and... But I do have locksmith, so I'm not feeling too bad about keys. I'm honestly thinking that this could be... Like, I could get lavatory out... It could just be get lavatory out of the way. I've only got 2 redraws. It's not... Maybe just waste foyer. I'd love to do another foyer experiment. Foyer's also one that could be really useful for me, you know, trying to draft Ladyship's Chamber. Maybe let's put the lav here. I don't really know what else to do. I don't really know. Mysterious lavatory. Mysterious lavatory. Alright. So we did kind of end up wasting that spot. Here it would be again really good to open up some drafting possibilities. It's not the only thing. We could go around here. We can go up from gymnasium, but obviously this could be incredibly useful to make work. Oh man, are you kidding me? These are all bad. These are all bad. These are all bad. Half my steps. Half my steps. I would really be needing to get dining room. At least I have running shoes and sleeping mask, but yeah, that's tough. That is tough. But I'm very reluctant to have a spot here that doesn't have exits. And it's got a good amount of exits. And gets us into the bottom of antechamber if that's an option. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Oh, ouch. That really sucks for steps. But if we can do our best to sort of prioritize steps, maybe we can compensate. Okay. God, this is a really good day for getting observatory. Where is observatory? So we don't want to draft into the west if I can help it. Let's try here. Yeah, vault as another rook possibility is no good here because I've already drafted the space where a king would need to go. And it's just money. So maybe Solarium can just work the magic it's always had. Maybe Solarium, maybe it's what I need to bring Lady Ship's Chamber into being. We get the gem. Yeah. I don't really need anything. Well, I could do with a turnip, couldn't I? Pebbles, okay. It's a day when I have the possibility of like almost endless redraws if I could just get myself observatory. Alright, so from here then, with only 2 redraws. Oh, I have dining room over here already. Yeah, so there's no way for me to connect to it. I would have to go back through foundation to get it, which would obviously use so many of the steps. And I don't yet have aquarium. Maybe we could hope that aquarium comes up because of our Banner of the King. Hasn't been as forthcoming as I would like. So I don't know whether to try for this spot or... yeah. Or this one. Because I'd really like to be able to draft down from here. I might just try this spot. Or I could just go back to dining room and go down here, but yeah. But again, I don't really want to be doing these spots yet, ideally. Yeah, all right. We just have to pick something and go with it, so let's go with this. Oh no, it's it's exactly what I wanted. It's just in the wrong direction. And hang on, I don't even understand this. I even have compass today. Isn't this what compass is meant to do? Isn't compass meant to try and point the rooms northwards? I do not understand what's going on with you, compass. Well, that would get me the aquarium, which would get me the extra steps from dining room, but that's about it. That's about all it would do for me. Otherwise, I could put office here, but I would then only have... hang on. No, I've already used throne room, so I wouldn't be able to try that. The only other thing I could try is putting office here, and from weight room... which I guess I'm already trying something that's difficult, right? So maybe I could put office here, and then it would work out if I can get one of the rook rooms, which is vault room, which is vault or clock room. If I can get that east of weight room. which sucks though, because both of them are dead end spaces. This is this is hard. This is hard. Or I could use a redraw here, but I only got 2. I've only got 2. I'm feeling really, really torn about my options. I'm just gonna do it. I'm just gonna do it. Alright, so at least we get a gem to make up for that, and we can spread some love, spread some gold. No other items that I can see. Okay, I guess at least we have some drafting possibilities up here now. So now this is a great place for aquarium. Thank you very much. Damn it. This is a great place. Another successful experiment. Steps, watering can. Okay, now, like, why would she need to check here? Why would she need to check aquarium? Hang on. Is there something going on that I don't understand about aquarium? What I was thinking is, because we know patio, and I really, by the way, need to get patio today if possible. We know patio has a room in it that has a hidden key. I was always suspicious of this barbecue. I can't believe I didn't happen upon the dig spot here. This one, I'm genuinely not sure what room it is. There's a lot of rooms that have these furniture items in them. Like, you know, this is green rooms, this is purple, this is red, this is gold. So, you know, this one, I think it's orange, I think it's hallway. The colours are kind of indistinct in this one, so it's a bit hard to tell. Yeah. Anyway, so I guess what I'm thinking is this one has a hidden key in it. This one has hidden things that you use keys in. This one also had a hidden key in it. Oh my god. Okay, I think I understand. And this one is the Baroness's room that has the hidden Baron Baffler in it. Maybe it also has a hidden... Huh. Yeah, maybe it also has a hidden key or something in it as well. So, hang on. Hidden key, archives is where the keys go, but maybe there's also a hidden key in there. I don't know. This could be referring to the Baron Baffler under the ground, under the floor, but it could also... Yeah, so is it hidden things? And that would mean this makes sense as the red herring, because it's the one that has none of those things. If it's just hallways in general, we can probably assume that means hallways don't have any hidden keys in them or hidden things. Ah, and I guess the blue note was specifically... It's hard to tell because this is one big tank. You know, but then again, the blue note was specifically here, so it might even more... Ah, that could be it. That could be it. These all... I never... It never occurred to me that that's what this would be about. In addition to having a bouquet of colourful fish, each tank in the aquarium is also inspired by the decor and colours of the various types of room found throughout the estate. The new addition of electric eels, yeah. So it doesn't... I don't know how I would have been able to figure this out. Like, I was always early on with aquarium... Look at this little guy. I was always with aquarium going like, oh, what, you know, is there something going on with the rooms, etc. I did think of that, but, you know, not really that specific. Maybe after getting the key here, I should have thought about it a little bit more. She even has like the little basket, because it's the second washing machine on this side is where the hidden thing was. Whereas this... Yeah. Okay. Oh, thank you, Anne. I feel like I've been able to figure out something important from this. Okay, well, let's try here. Again, the thing that sucks is that this could be a really good spot for Secret Garden Key if it were to come up. But it hasn't. But what would I do otherwise? I could draft here. Honestly, let's try drafting here. Let's see what we get. Yep, key. Oh, so good. It's exactly what I want. And it's exactly perfect for this spot. Doggies, my little friends. Hey. Hello, I'm so happy to see you today. I'm so happy to see you always. Hello, and I'm happy to see you eating, knowing that you must be eating food that's there that I can't see. Aha. Sinclair's 4 canine... I know it's not going to make any difference, but we got to do it. Sinclair's 4 canine companions are named Carter, Thoughtless, ouch, Hot Sauce, and Drawbridge. Now this is cute as hell, but I cannot escape that this seems like it matters. It's, if nothing else, it is cute as hell. Sinclair's 4 canine companions have really weird, suspicious names. Are named Carter, Thoughtless, Hot Sauce, and Drawbridge. Drawbridge is the most suspicious of all of them. Hot Sauce, you can imagine, like, okay, that's just an adorable dog name. Carter, it's a name. Okay. Thoughtless, it's certainly something you can imagine somebody who's obsessed with puzzling and puzzle words, naming, you know, a dog that is a bit silly, you know, giving them a name like that. But Drawbridge? Drawbridge. So it makes me wonder, it definitely gets my puzzle senses going. So what have we got here? We have C, T, H, S, D. I don't think that's giving me anything. C, T, H, D, C, T, H, S, D. Does it have any relation to this? CT. So Carter, Thoughtless, but then what would the T and the H and the S have to do with A? What do you think, Kitty? But still, what? I had thought that this might give me clues to this cat thing. Drawbridge. I mean, Drawbridge, there have been many times in this game where I've just thought that's a really suspicious word. And in a lot of cases, that has turned out to be correct because it's actually been a part of some kind of sentence that you find, you know, some kind of clue. Which one are you? Are you Thoughtless? Are you Hot Sauce? Drawbridge? And now you've gone down again. Oh no, hey, there you are. Hey, more pats for you. More pat. Maybe pats will help me think here. Did you finish all your food? He's waiting for more food. Somebody feed this dog. I was just thinking, is there any way of thinking about the dogs with these different names? Like, maybe this one is Drawbridge because he's stretched, you know? And this is what this cat is doing. It's stretching up, right? Even if I think just of Carter, C-A, then there would only be an R in between, you know, the A and the T. Carter. All right. I don't know. Carter, Thoughtless, Hot Sauce, Drawbridge. Like, even as ideas, they are all so different from each other. Carter is a name. Thoughtless is a state. Hot Sauce is a thing, and a Drawbridge is a thing. But it seems really suspicious. It seems really suspicious. What are you? Kakatete. Dog. Carter. C-A and T. Carter. A fifth dog whose name starts with A. Thoughtless. Hot Sauce and Drawbridge not accounted for. Eaten by the cat. I don't know. Same as always. I don't know. Alright, well, let's try for here. You know, we have the bottom, you know, we have access from the south into antechamber. We could still get access from the sides. I'd ideally like not to cut it off. Yeah, but again, only 2 redraws. Only 2 redraws. I will have to use a key. Getting a little bit short on keys. Okay, well, security at least would give me access to both sides. Yep, let's do security. Okay, let's do security. Okay, how am I going with... Let me just double check how I'm going with the chess pieces. We have bishop accounted for because... We have, because what? Rumpus room, bookshop, attic, chapel. No, I don't have bishop accounted for. Okay, so that's one to look out for. I have knight with security. And treasure trove. I am still looking for observatory. That would be really, really, really useful. We at least have rook. We have king. I'm still hoping to be able to pair them with other... Well, I can only pair one of them with another rook room. But no, but I need her lady's chamber or study. I need it. Okay, so let's see what we can get from here. Yeah, we have also access from here. If I get attic here or observatory, that'd be really useful. Observatory. Okay, I did ask for it. Okay, perfect. So observatory will give me the Yes! Okay, thank God. All right. So this is almost as good as getting study. Maybe with this we can engineer study. Excellent. So good. Inkwell, you're so welcome. Inkwell in 3 steps. I love it. Oh, so good, so good, so good. This is going to make everything so much easier. Great. Great. Okay, so what would I like here then? It would still be great to get study because I'd rather use gems than use stars. Attic would also be good because I might be able to get secret garden key and or battery pack for the same sort of reason. Attic would also fulfill the bishop. Closed exhibit, I'd love to get the crown. That'd be also really good for redraws, but I wouldn't be able to access it from here anyway. So we might as well start using our redraw die. Like trophy room's great for the extra gems. I'd love to get more lost and found because I'm sure that there's still a lot more to get in here. But yeah, I just can't risk losing my things right now. I could get it and just leave it here to check at the end of the day. These are all good in their various ways. You know, courtyard could also give me the battery pack. We would get a gem from it, so it would be gem neutral. It might also have other things in it. It might have a trunk. The gems could be useful to me, but they're not going to be useful to me as much if I don't manage to get study somewhere. So I think I'm going to redraw again because I want to really try to make the best use of each. Okay. Hang on a sec. So yesterday was a non-furnace day. Yesterday was a non-freezer day. Today could be a freezer day. That could mean that I could use one of the rank 8 spots to try and get freezer and get the blue memo in freezer. And furnace would allow me some control over that. I don't want to use secret passage here because yeah, but the other thing is that now that I have the redraw ability, I can actually just get freezer. But here's the thing. I might need freezer to be thawed. I might need freezer to be thawed to access the blue memo. That's just something I'm keeping in mind. Or if I could get burning glass. But burning glass would require, it would require the metal detector, which I don't have, which is normally everywhere. Yeah, otherwise, furnace, I don't know how much it would, and it's going to make red rooms more common, which, you know, quite frankly, I've had enough today. I've already had a lot of. I'm thinking redraw, to be honest. At least I'm earning gems today while I spend them. Okay, patio. Patio would at least get us... Yes. We have shovel. Patio. Let's do it. Oh my god. So, where is this spot? Like, what are you talking about? See, I'm sure that I've done this, right? I have shovel. Like, what is near the grill? And what are you talking about? Ah! Oh my god, that was hard to find. I was looking for it. No wonder I didn't find it. That was hard to trigger. Oh, so good. Okay, so this is great, and the fact is we know that this is going to, if we don't manage to use this today, we know it's going to remain here. But for just the time being, we are not going to remain here. Unfortunately, you know the drill. I'm going to have to end this episode here, but be here for the next one. There is much more to this day, of course. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye bye.